As a ShipBob merchant, you might find yourself in situations where the exact custom report or reconciliation or integration you're looking for might not always exist out of the box. And as a result, you might find yourself relying on ShipBob CX's team or maybe pulling these CSVs manually and kind of are left thinking there has to be a better way to do this. With Parabola ShipBob integration, you can take any process that starts the CSV export and turn it into a documented, automated workflow, and here I'll show you exactly how that works. Right now, we are in the canvas where you can see an end-to-end parabola flow that starts by pulling in data from all the different systems in our stack. That could be something like NetSuite or Shopify, or in this example, it could be something like ShipBob, where we're coming in and we're really simply saying exactly what data we'd like to pull. In this example, I'm pulling all of our orders, and you can see here we can add different filters and parameters. But we also can do things like pull POs, inventory levels, really whatever you'd otherwise export via CSV. Once we have all of our data pulled in, we can do things like clean our data and then also combine it with sources like Shopify. In this example, we are trying to find orders that exist in Shopify that didn't make their way over to ShipBob. So we're using a find overlap step to just look at that difference and help us identify those 11 orders that exist in Shopify that don't exist today in ShipBob. From there, we can do things like filter, we can use steps that leverage AI, we can build if-else logic, really whatever you'd otherwise do manually in spreadsheets, and then ultimately we can send this data wherever it needs to go. In this example, we're triggering a Slack message to say, hey, go check out these orders that are missing from ShipBob. But we also could push data back into ShipBob, we could push data back to NetSuite, Shopify, create custom reports and visualizations, really get that data wherever it needs to go. And now this was one very specific use case that we looked at here, but I also want to point out on the Parabola ShipBob landing page where you can learn a little bit about the $5,000 free AI credit offer for ShipBob customers. There are also a slew of other use cases that we have deployed with other customers. As you scroll down on this page, you'll see an interactive demo if you'd like a deeper look, and you'll also see a bunch of different use cases here. Things like three-way matches between POs, receipts, and invoices, custom inventory reports and inventory reconciliations, SLA reporting, and also increased visibility into your inbound shipments. In short, if you're doing it today in spreadsheets, emails, and PDFs, you probably can automate that whole end-to-end process, all without code or engineering resources, using Parabola's ShipBob integration. Feel free to request a demo to learn more, and hope you enjoy getting started.